And one of the cool things I like about your platform, something I actually haven't done yet myself, because we're doing stuff more on the cold call side of things, is you guys have cold emailing and templating built into the product where you can, as lists are getting built, you could be dripping them messages. And as you pull new queries, you could be adding people to lists as well. So can you talk a little bit about the cold emailing side of things built in, and then also how the emails actually specifically go out versus us having to use our particular domain? Kind of walk through how that works.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, we integrate with any domain provider that you want to integrate, right? It's SMTP integration. We definitely suggest that use kind of one of the top cold email platforms. I've been using G Suite forever for cold email, like literally since like 07, 08, since Gmail first started, I've been doing cold email. So I recommend that, like it's old faithful for me, but we can plug into like Microsoft Outlook. We can plug into any of the other third-party tools that you'd use for outreach. And so we send through your domain. I think the thing that's really interesting is that we just made it, number one, super simple. Like it's just in the app. You don't have to buy anything else. It's all right there. So it's really fast. So I think a lot of people that have tried to do cold outreach before and have gotten stuck in the weeds and actually never actually got the process up and actually going, with our tool are having wins that they've never seen before. And then second, I think what's really unique is like every single thing that we find about an advertiser from one of these searches or jobs that we run is in the database, and we can pull that into the email as a token. Right. So we can literally say, or a short code. So we can say the data that I was saying earlier, right? We found 44 competitors for this search term. We found this many ads, like literally any data that we find, we can put in that email. And that provides for some really, really unique and personalized outreach that, again, like our prospects in the marketplace as local business owners really haven't seen before.
Very cool. And one of the things I really liked is in some of the training, the bonus material training you guys have, it's how to hire a VA, someone overseas, where you get some pay arbitrage to actually run this for you. So it's not something you actually have to do yourself. Can you walk through like what that process would look like about putting someone in place, just so they're not sending out some weird shit that may or may not fit what you'd want, and how you guys have kind of templated the process?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think from the highest level, like when I got started and really started scaling my agency, I found huge wins in cold email. And I found that I could set up kind of an evergreen system where I didn't have to be involved in the day-to-day, but I could reliably book 2 to 3 appointments a day. And then that gave me the marketing budget, right, by signing deals from that, to actually put an SDR, sales development representative, a VA, on there to really monitor that inbox, to add more leads, right, to call up those leads, right. And I could take, from 2 to 3 bookings a day and me being pretty involved to me not being involved at all and just overseeing a VA or an SDR that whose sole responsibility is to make the most of that campaign and take it from 2 to 3 appointments a day to maybe 4 or 5 or 6 appointments a day.
Very cool. Awesome.
I could just jump in there for a second.
Yep.
What I'd add to what Joe just said, because I think Joe's absolutely got that on point. But from the point of view of efficient prospecting, the steps that you need to go through are: step one, decide what search terms and what location you're interested in. Yeah, and enter it in our platform. I mean, that's a 10-second exercise to say, I'm interested in plumbing keywords in Tampa, Florida, per Joe's example. I want to check Google every 3 hours for the next 7 days on desktop. Always go desktop for prospecting because there's more advertiser slots on desktop. There's 2 on mobile, so go desktop. And press go. Our platform will then start running, and it will start not only finding advertising, it will do contact lookups to find the contact information. It's not 100% successful listings, never are. It's about 50-50, but that's where all your points, all you have until this stage is set that up and say, and run this email campaign to it, which can be a multi-step email campaign, 4 or 5 different angles, all using the personalized outreach points, data points that Joe's mentioned. You're the 47th ranked plumber in Tampa, would you like to know who the other 46 are? And hand the rest of that process over to an SDR to actually do the follow-up, to do the check-ins, to do the calls. So your effort as a business owner is something like once a week, set one job running that will find you anything between 50 and a few hundred prospects, depending on what you're running. If you wanted to run a say for the top 25 cities in the US or other countries, we cover, I say, pretty much the world, 102,000 locations. So you could say, I want top 25 cities, top 100 cities, top 10, whatever, or specific locations. Let it build a list and hand the process off to an SDR, and not touch it until the point it lands in your calendar. When it comes to leveraging your prospects, that's pretty highly leveraged use of your time.
Absolutely.
I think you can set up an ad campaign that fast.
Right. Yeah, exactly.